Hi everybody, I'm just waiting for Grace Fedor to join me. We're going to talk all things about mature skin, makeup, getting all glowy, and she'll be joining me in a minute and you can watch her. Well, she sent me loads of these lovely products, all Studio 10, and we're going to talk through putting them on. It's quite hot this evening, so for anybody that joined, then I really appreciate it, because I'm sure you'd probably rather be out on the beach, and gosh, it has been really hot. But Studio 10 has been formed, as I said, by Grace, who is all about pro age, and that's me. Ageless beauty. You don't need to feel as though, oh, I shouldn't be wearing this makeup or whatever. And also any makeup that we wore in our young days, it changes, our skin changes, but there's no need for us to look any different, and we can still do that. So just wait for Grace to join us, as I said. Hello everybody who's joining. Hi Hannah, I can see you there. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Helen. It's so hot, you don't know what to wear at all. Oh, thank you so much. That's so cute. Still waiting for you to come in and see me at Reese sometime. That'd be lovely. Anyway, as I said, I'm still waiting for Grace to join me. I'm sure she'll be here in a minute. There we go. She's here. Grace, hi!
Hey! How are you?
I'm fine. Sweltering. Goodness me.
Oh my goodness. Honestly.
Glossy, clean skin, all ready to glow.
Yeah, me too. Forget menopause, or menopause makes it worse. I am literally so hot.
Oh, no, I'm through mine, so it's not too bad. And I've got lovely aircon where I work today. So
you're lucky.
Yeah,
I'm
not too bad.
Oh, so here we are, excited.
Yes, I'm really excited for this. Yeah, I've got no makeup on already. I've got my instructions, got all my bits and pieces. They look fab. I did have a little sneaky of the lip gloss last night, just to sort of give it a go. But I didn't want to touch anything else. Didn't want to spoil it. It's all going to be special.
Oh. Well, your skin looks amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Your skin is phenomenal. Okay, so because I was thinking about it, so hot and it's glorious, and I thought it'd be really nice to do sort of summer makeup, but
yes,
the Studio 10 sort of signature look is perfect all year round, regardless of whether it's summer all the way through to winter, because it's not really makeup in the sense that we know it, because most makeup you get a fashion look, celebrity, catwalk. Studio 10 is more about using the medium of makeup to do a job of work, because as we age, our skin changes, the texture of our skin, we get pigmentation, our pores are enlarged, you know, we lose collagen, so you get fine lines and wrinkles. So it's a very powerful medium. And I sort of, when I broke it down into the 4 parts of makeup for mature skin that does a job of work, I realized it's still you. It's your skin, but better. It's your features, but enhanced. And it's the confidence that you wear on your face. And especially at the time, you know, a lot of middle-aged women, we've all felt it at different times. We do lose a bit of confidence. We don't, you know, we feel invisible, or we don't feel as attractive. And society, especially in the Western world, determines, doesn't it, that beauty is youth, or youth is beauty.
Yes.
And we wondered why we're feeling, you know, and then you've got the beauty industry, haven't you, perpetuating that with anti-aging and anti-wrinkle and anti-this. And it's like this pressure to be younger instead of celebrating our age, wearing
and
it, I would say, loudly and proudly.
Yeah, we look at young people and we think, wow, doesn't their makeup look really nice? And it's no good trying to emulate that. What we need is makeup that's actually going to suit us.
Yes, exactly. But I think it's the same with clothing. I think it's the same with hair.
Yeah.
It does, as we change, things need to change with us, if that makes sense. And you know, for me, that light bulb moment was, I was in my late 40s and I thought, well, I don't use the same skincare in my 40s as I did in my 20s. So why don't I use the same makeup? And I was like, and then I also thought, why is it too complicated? Because I've been 15, 16 years in product development in makeup, and there's so many products and colors and SKUs and textures and finish. And, you know, I just thought this is too complicated. You know, women, real women, want 2 or 3 products that will really, you know, which are transformational, easy to use, and make a difference. So I thought what we do today, and what I thought what we do today is go back to principles. So what are the 4 principles of mature skin makeup? And you don't need to use Studio 10. Obviously, I'd love everybody to use Studio 10, but, you know, use it against your own makeup bag, because there's lots of sort of tips. And I always say, you know, if you're going to use 3 products, it's which are the best 3 products to use. And it just takes all the headache and confusion out of it. So I have 4 steps: prime, perfect, shape, and shade, right?
I've got my instructions.
So, oh, you've got it.
Yes.
So prime, perfect, shape, and shade. Prime is very much to even out the texture of the skin. And also, as we age, our skin's much drier, so you want to add some hydration. And also, we want our makeup to be longer lasting.
Texture around here has changed quite a lot. It's almost like, I feel as though it's a bit crepey sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. So, and if you put makeup on skin that's really crepey, it's going to exacerbate, it's going to look even more crepey.
Just looks worse.
But what I thought I would do today is, because what I want to do is makeup in a minute. So this is how quick and easy it is to do your everyday makeup. So I really don't like to do this, but for today, I'm going to say skip the prime section. Like, you really should. It's a really good idea to use a primer. So we're going to skip that, because if you wake up in the morning and you're busy, and show me a woman in the world who's not busy in the mornings, or busy full stop. So, you know, if you're going to cut out one stage, skip the prime, right? So the next stage is perfect. And perfect for me is a cover-up job. And what we want to do is we want to even the skin tone. So where we've got pigmentation, we might have dark circles, we might have redness, we might have rosacea, we've got discoloration, we've got redness in our eyes. We want to even out that skin tone so it gives you a lovely, flawless base. So concealer, tinted moisturizer, color correctors. So most women love, and we all do, a tinted moisturizer. Most of us have a tinted moisturizer in our foundation. And when I designed and developed Studio 10, what I realized was I love tinted moisturizers because they feel so beautiful on the skin, don't they? They feel just light on the skin. They're not thick.
You feel as though you're being natural.
And natural, and it looks very natural. The problem with the tinted moisturizer is it doesn't give you the coverage, because then you have to use concealer and color correctors. And I thought, oh, I don't want all this product. No. So I recommend, as you age, you use a medium to full coverage, which is quite scary for a lot of women, because when you think full coverage, you think thick, heavy, cakey. So I developed our foundation, which you've got, and it is a medium to full coverage, which means it will even out the skin tone. You don't need to worry about concealer. You don't need to worry about color correctors. You can use it under the eye to cover any dark circles. But even though it's full coverage, so you can build it to full coverage. It's so creamy and so light on the skin, and when you see it on the skin, it doesn't look like you're wearing makeup.
Right, sounds good.
A couple of tricks in, it's not even a trick. I'm a bit of a, what I call, and my PR agent really tells me off because she always says, Grace, you're a CEO, you can't, for your own brand, you can't use that phrase. But basically it's slap and go. You slap it on and then you get on with your day. So with foundation, all you need to do is 2 ways to apply it. Either all over your face and onto your neck if you need a little bit more coverage. And if you don't, just in the areas, spot cover the areas that you need. So it might be under the eye, a little bit onto the cheeks, on the chin. But for me personally, because I've got quite a lot of age spots, I've also got vitiligo and a whole load of other things going on. So I tend to put it on all over my face. So perfect as a cover-up job. Using the foundation that you've got, just apply it all over your face and your neck. Yeah,
so that's that one, is it?
Yeah, so that's the foundation.
Yeah. So we've got the 2-ended brush.
Yeah, so this is a finger-shaped brush, because you know when women like to sometimes use their fingers, they go like this, don't they? They tap their finger and they go like that. And I went, yeah, because it gives you control. So now you can do it without getting your fingers dirty.
So, am I going to put this one on?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. Oh, that's creamy, isn't it?
Really, really, I have to put my glasses on, otherwise I can't see you at all.
That brush is lovely. I must admit, really nice.
So can you see already, just under the eye areas, it's taken out the dark circles. So it's got really good coverage, but it's not thick and it's not heavy. And also, if you're looking at foundations, you get different finishes. So you don't want anything, as we age, we don't want anything that's mattifying on the skin. Because if it's mattifying, it's quite dead. And generally our skin's much more lackluster, it's much drier. So we want a little dewiness. So it just reflects light, gives the skin a little bit of a pick-me-up.
I think that's the mistake. Sometimes you look at much younger women that have got matte makeup on and it just looks perfect. And you think, oh, I need to do that. But it just doesn't work.
Yeah.
It just doesn't work on us at all,
It doesn't, and especially as you age, it doesn't work. And actually what you want is like beautiful, dewy, healthy skin. And healthy skin is not flat and it's not dead. You don't want dead skin, do you?
No. So that's lovely.
So, and I like to bring it down onto my neck, just so you even out the skin, the tone of your face, bring it down to your neck. And then the other end of the brush, which is a stippling brush.
Somebody's just asking what this one is. They missed the.
This is our Perfect Canvas foundation, and we've only got one foundation. We've only actually got one foundation because it's designed specifically for mature skin. Obviously, comes in all the different skin tone colors, but it's one definitive foundation that does the job. And then on this other side, the darker pan.
Yes, I was wondering about that one.
Yeah, so one of the things that really frustrated me about the beauty industry, right, is, you know, you need this product for the summer and you need this product for the winter and you need to buy this and then you've got to buy that. And I'm like, I don't want to buy lots of products. So I've put in the darker shade so that you can all year round use the same product and you can get the perfect skin match. And you do, you know, I wear Factor 50 on my skin all the time, all year round. But I really catch the sun. I mean, look, my mother was Portuguese, so I catch the sun, but I want to protect my face. So I need to match my skin colour in the summer with my body. So I've got the darker foundation that then you can have your summer. In the winter, if you need more coverage, you can layer it and build it and it won't go thick and cakey. And the other thing about the darker shade, if you want to do a little bit of sort of natural skin contouring, you can as well.
Just
And
sort
I
of,
put factor 30 in
just a
it
bit.
as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You actually just use that all in one palette. Yeah.
Yeah. Because it has to be, for me, multi-purpose, multifunction. You know, I have 5 products, I only just want one. So that's step 2, perfect, is a cover-up job, just to even out the skin tone. So once you've done, and look how quick that was, one product, all over your face. Yeah. And then I like to use this end of the brush, which is a stippling brush. And then I just blend and buff it in. So you've got you don't want any harsh
streaks or lines.
Yeah, you don't want any harsh angles at all, and you want to blend and buff into the skin so that it looks like your skin, because that's really what you're hoping, isn't it? That's what you're trying to achieve, beautiful, flawless skin.
That's lovely.
You're faking it.
Really nice. Yeah.
So step 3 is shade, right? And it's like, well, what does that mean? So shade so it's prime, perfect, shade and shape. Shade to Studio 10 is colour and pigment. So as we age, once again, we lose colour. You know, you see a young sort of 20-year-old and got a lovely healthy flush in their cheeks, like the flush of youth or the bloom of youth. We lose that as we age. Our skin does become much more sallow, much more lackluster. So we want to add pigment. We want to add some colour to the skin. So classically, most of us either use a bronzer, and I love bronzers, but in the summer months when you want to tan up your face, all year round, you don't really want a tanned face in the middle of winter. And what I was really looking for was a colour that add warmth to my skin, but brightened and lifted it. So I created this product, which is our Plumping Blush Glow Plexion. This is our best-selling #1 product. I mean, people, when they talk about it, they go, it's, you know, it's changed my life, or it's a game changer. And I funny enough, did a live today with Liz Earle, and she was like, I use this product every single day. I can't live without it. And it was her makeup artist who used it on her, and she was like, I love that. So in terms of the colour, it's peach. And I love peach because peach has an orange undertone, and it's the orange that warms up the skin, but it also has pink in it, and pink brightens and freshens. So you put the two together, and then I've just put a little bit of soft, like a gold shimmer, light reflecting pearl, just to boost. This is the quickest way to like boost the complexion. So someone's she dreams of Gucci, saying it's a fantastic product.
It certainly is. Hi, Leah.
So put a little bit on your hand, because the pigment, this is mine, right? This is from my makeup bag, and look, it's empty.
There it is.
Yeah. Yes. I'll get it from my box. Always put a little bit on your hand first, because the payoff is phenomenal. And if you put it straight onto your brush, onto your skin, you'll have, you know, lots and lots of products on. So dip a little bit of the brush, use the same brush as your foundation.
Right. Yeah.
And what I like to do, the finger brush, what I like to do is do the apple of my cheeks. So a little bit on the apple of my cheeks.
Sorry, I was taught to like smile cheesily.
Well, you know, the whole thing is you're meant to smile, look straight on. You know,
get the apples to
get the apples. Just dab it on the apple of your cheeks. It's not that exact. And then I just, as I dab it on like that, I bring it up over my cheekbones. And a little trick when you're... Yeah, exactly. And a little trick is, most women, when they put blusher on, they do this, don't they? And it's a hard angle. Yeah. But our faces aren't angular. So exactly like you did, I like to follow the contour. And I just blend and buff it into the skin. A little bit on your, and then a little bit on the forehead. Because really what this product is it's a complexion boost. So it's lifting the whole complexion. So it's important to put just a little bit just into your hairline.
Right, okay. Oh, yeah. just right up into the hairline there.
Yeah, down the nose.
Because I was always told to sort of like be slightly darker there and paler in the middle for shape.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then a little bit down your nose. So it's almost like bronzer. You know when they say put bronzer where the light hits or where the sun hits your face. It's exactly the same as this product. So apple of cheeks, cheekbones, hairline, a little bit down the nose, and then this is stunning, right? Just sweep it. I don't know, because I'm talking to you and I'm doing it on myself. But sweep it through the eyelids.
Oh, right.
The most beautiful.
Just going to get another little squirt.
Brightening eyeshadow. It is absolutely stunning. And then you don't need to worry about eyeshadow and eye colours and...
Because I use a rose gold on my eyelids anyway at the moment, just as a really light summery eyeshadow. So that actually I wouldn't need to do.
Yeah, exactly. So
yeah, that is nice.
Products, if you look at what's the holy grail of skin, you want a beautiful, even, flawless skin, and you want that lovely sort of healthy flush of colour, and you want radiance, don't you? I mean, that is, and with these two products, that is all you need to do that. So if you're a no makeup girl, and you're like, no, I'm not going to use makeup, those two products transform your skin. It just gives you the most beautiful, radiant, glowing, healthy skin. And that's your sort of every day, all year round. And then what's nice about it is if you're going out in the evening, you can put a little bit more on, and you can build. So shade for me is adding colour and pigment that you lose as you age. But that
actually using that on the eyes, like I said, during the day, you probably wouldn't need hardly any eyeshadow then. In the evening, it's a nice base to just add on, and it would stick to that.
Yeah, exactly. It's a good eye primer. And then you can add, you know, like you can add darker shades if you want to do a little bit more of a smoky or, but I do think it's sort of like, in terms of mature skin makeup, I do think the starting point is our skin, is our canvas. That's the area that we need, I think, the most help with. But it's not just about flawless. It's also adding that healthy flush of colour. So primes, even the texture of the skin. Perfect is a cover-up job, even the skin tone. Shade is adding that colour and flush. And I have had a couple of people say, well, in the summer months, if you want to use bronzer, do you use bronzer or do you use this product? So in the summer months, I put bronzer on my face. I've got a really nice, actually funny, demi-matte powder bronzer for tan in a pan. So I put that on first just to add the bronze tan to my face. And actually, I didn't put it on tonight when I got out the shower, but normally I'd tan my face up because it doesn't match. I mean, look at the colour difference. It looks ridiculous. So I'd use that to tan my face a bit so it looks a bit more blended. But then I still put this on top because this is, you know, when you have a tan and it's quite flat, it can be quite draining. So this, because it's peach, will always boost. So it's a real complexion boost. So I just put this on top. And if you're using bronzer, bronzer should be matte or a demi-matte, should have no pearl and no shimmer in it. Because when you're out in the sun...
It's gold.
Yeah, absolutely.
I made that mistake before. I thought, God, I look gold.
Yeah, you don't want to look like a shimmer ball. It's not a good look. So the last important part of mature skin makeup is shape, and shape is adding definition, because as we age we lose collagen, we lose elastin, you know, our hoods become hooded, we just lose structure to our faces, our lips thin out, etc, etc. So we want to add a little bit of shape and definition, and for me the two important parts of that is brows and lips, because brows frame the top of the face and lips frame the bottom half of the face. And that when you're talking to someone, we make eye contact, so they see this part of the face. And I always get people saying, well, what can I do with fine lines and wrinkles, or if I'm a bit jowly? Well, there's nothing you actually can do. It's with makeup, right? But if you have definition around the eye, wrinkles here, and if you've got a strong lip, once again, that's the focal point. So it's a sort of distraction technique. So brows, really, really important. I never used to do my brows until I hit my 40s. And it was a makeup artist who said, you have to do brows every day. And I'm like, really? So you do, because they give you structure and they frame. So I created a pencil. So in there will be your brow pencil. You look as though you've got really good brows already. Do you get yours tinted?
No, I had them microbladed.
There you go.
Yeah, about 2 or 3 years ago. But I was always told, and it really is a good trick, that when you're putting your makeup on, do your brows and your lips fairly early on, because that stops you from putting too much makeup on. Because once you've got that definition with your brows and your lips, that lifts your face so much that you actually then, you will find that you won't need as much makeup.
Yeah, which is interesting, because when we break this down, when we've done your brows and lips, effectively that is the look, right? So it's your skin, but your best skin. Doesn't look like you're wearing makeup at all. It's only then when you add, you know, like a smoky eye or a bold lip, or you know, you're using eyeshadows, that's when it tips from being into makeup or a makeup look. So that's why I end with brows and lips, and for a lot of people that's enough. Then you might want to put a little bit of mascara on or balm, but your everyday prime perfect shade and shape is your 4 steps mature skin makeup, and then you've got your base. Indie Night said we're like Spanx for the face, and I was like, Spanx for the face. I don't want to be the bra, the underwear, the bra and knickers of the makeup world. It's hardly glamorous, is it? I'm like, really? But actually I like it, because it's like, you know, going to buying a beautiful new dress and leaving the house without your bra and knickers on. It's not a good look at our age. And obviously the bra and knickers we're wearing in our 40s and 50s is not quite what my 20-year-old and 18-year-old's wearing. Right, so brows, you've got amazing brows. But I don't know where my brow pencil's gone, because I'm working from home today. My girls, I've got 3 daughters, and they come in here and they take my stuff. Cheeky little monkeys.
My granddaughter takes some of mine.
Okay, you've got the brow pencil there.
I've got it. Yeah.
Right, so key thing about brow products, for everybody who's looking at brow products or have them, most brow products are too warm. They're too orange and red. And what you want, if you want to create natural brows where you're mimicking brow hair, it needs to be cool. It needs to be a grey colour. So with that pencil, it's the colour that makes it really, really special. And you literally just feather, this is an eyeliner pencil, but you just feather very light strokes through the brow to create the shape. So you've already got really good shape, but you can just go over it very lightly. Very, very lightly. You don't need to put too much pressure on. You don't want to put too much product on, because you're not drawing a big, thick, heavy line. You're just feathering very lightly. So even that brow, you can see the added definition compared to your other brow, and you've got really strong brows. And most women, for me, my brows have thinned out, and this bit round here, I literally have no hair. So I have to fill that in. And then on the other end of the pencil, so where you add definition, you always want to lift and highlight. So on the other end of the pencil, I've got a natural skin highlight, and that's so you can just do your brow bone. You just colour in. So, and
So
I think
lift it up, yeah.
Yeah, and you just do your brow bone because it gives it a highlight. But most highlighters come with eyeshadow palettes and they've got shimmer and glitter in them. So with this one, it's more of a look, so you can really see it.
Mm. Yes, because again, something that's too shimmery up there, it doesn't really do you any favors when you're older.
No.
I found. I used to wear it before, used to sort of like dab with a little bit of glossy highlight up there, but now it actually looks better when it's a little bit on the matte side, unlike the foundation.
Yeah, exactly. It's really,
yeah.
it's knowing, because when people think, you know, why is Studio 10 for mature skin? And, you know, yes, I've put loads of amazing ingredients. I've put lots of skincare ingredients in the products. I've got SPF in my, you know, foundation, but it's not just about that. I've looked at the texture of it, the finish of it, the payoff, so it's knowing when you want a little bit of dewiness, and it's knowing when you need a little bit of shimmer, and it's knowing when it needs to be more matte. So it's sort of, it took me 2 years to develop this and then just make it really easy. So where you've got definition, you always highlight, they go hand in hand. So it's a highlight that brightens and lifts. And then a little trick, especially in the mornings, if you're a bit tired and you want wide awake eyes, you can use that end of the pencil. You know, makeup artists always say put a little bit of highlighter on the inner corner of your eye. So I like to, the thing is, I can't, what's really funny is I can't show you because I have to wear my glasses. So if I wear my glasses, I can't use the pencil. And if I take my glasses, I can't see. But literally from the inner corner of your eye, right, on your top lash line, just draw. I can't actually see what I'm doing, so that's how easy it is. Just draw a big fat creamy line, probably a third of the way along.
So sort of like put the pencil almost on its side.
Exactly.
Bring it along, yeah.
And can you see how it just brightens? And what's interesting is I've just done, this is hilarious, I've just done that eye where I can't see a thing because I haven't got my glasses on. That's how easy. And once again, it doesn't need to be this perfect exact line. You're just adding a bit of light. But look at the difference when I put my glasses on. Or look at that eye.
Yeah.
Look at that eye.
Yes.
Compared to that eye.
Yeah.
And then when you put your glasses on, so it's a nice trick when you wear glasses, because obviously most of us are wearing glasses now because we're aging, we need reading glasses. So you really want the eye to be quite bright. You can see a massive difference. Look at that eye compared to that. It's just lots of little tricks, because I mean the eye area is so important because we want wide awake, bright eyes, beautifully defined. And that's, if you've got wide awake and you use highlights in the right place, it will help if you've got hooded eyelids. There's all these little tricks of the trade.
But not cloggy or cakey either, which is...
exactly. And you don't need to worry about eyeshadow because you put a little bit of this through the lids. You've defined your brows. And then now you would finish, if you wanted, with a little bit of mascara. But you don't have to. I don't wear mascara every day. Oh, I nearly, that dropped. I think my tripod's melting. It just literally, there was a crash bang wallop. It like fell off my desk.
Well, it just shows how hot it is when your tripod melts, doesn't it? It can only happen on here.
It proves it's live, isn't it? Right, so then the last step, I might just even out my eyes, because as I see, can you see the difference, how bright that is?
Yes, I can,
I feel a bit uneven.
Yeah, that's why I had to do mine when you were talking. I can't see it like this.
And I literally cannot see what I'm doing. That's how easy it is. I mean, that's how easy it is to apply. Right, that feels better. Right, last part of shape lips. Really, really important to use lip liner. And I've had lots of women going, oh, I haven't used lip liner for years. Do you remember in the days where you had that sort of peachy coloured lip?
Two different colours.
Brown and then this like light. Oh, and I loved it. I thought it was the best look. But So lip liner is really important because our lips thin out. You need that shape and definition. So I've got nothing on my lips. Shape, definition. Sometimes as we lose collagen, they thin. So if you've got a really good lip liner, you can draw in a plumper lip. So I created a lip liner, and classically you match your lip liner with your lipstick. And I thought, well, who's going to have lots of different lip liners? I thought there has to be another approach. So I worked hard to create a lip line that was like the color of lips. And your lips and my lips are completely different colors, but this lip liner suits all lip tones, because lips tend to have blue in them. And I've taken a pink color rather than a peachy, and I've added some blue. So literally you line your lips with the lip liner. So have a go at doing that. In fact, I'm going to do mine as well.
It's much easier to get your sort of Cupid's bow shape with that than it is obviously with a lipstick.
Absolutely, because it's got a fine point to it, so you can really draw in the shape. I've done half of my lip.
I've done all mine.
Because I just wanted to show, so you see that side just has a little bit of definition. And that's what you're wanting. You're wanting to add that definition and that shape back. I'll do the other side. And then I just like to soften the edges, because there shouldn't be, with makeup, there shouldn't be any hard edges. Everything should be quite soft. And then sometimes I just go in, I just go over the Cupid's bow. And can you see how it's just added that natural shape and definition? But once again, it doesn't look like I'm wearing lip liner or a lip product. And then the other end, this is the trick. It's got to be very, very, very sharp. You don't want a big, thick line. And you just use it to highlight your Cupid's bow. And it gives you the illusion, because anyone who's naturally got a plump lip, they have that little halo. And that's why makeup, you know, makeup artists always say put a little bit of highlighter on your top lip. That's what it's doing. It's reflecting light. So where you've got definition, it's effectively like contouring. It's using light and shade. So, you know, an artist with a pencil, that's what you're doing. You're contouring your lips. So a little bit just to highlight it. But once again, it's got no shimmer. It's got no pearl. It's got no glitter. It's like a natural skin highlight. And it comes with the pencil, because there's always two ends. It's exactly the same as the brow, where you add definition, you want to lift, and you want to highlight. So that's it. Prime Perfect, shade and shape. You've got the added definition. And quite often I do that with my lips, and I don't put anything else on top. If I want to have bare lips and I don't want to look as though I'm wearing lots of makeup, if I then want to finish it, I can put a lip gloss, you can put a lipstick on it, you could use a bold lip colour, but at least you've got the shape definition. And then this is the product you were talking about. This is my lip treatment.
I had a little sneaky of this last night.
Yeah, so this is interesting, because I like lip treatments because our lips are drier. So this is a lip treatment, a balm and a gloss in one. And it's just a really pretty nude. So sometimes if I want to glam it up or dress it up, I just put a little bit just to finish it off. But a lot of the time and during the day, I don't. I just want that shape and definition to my lips. So you've put more on, and that looks absolutely stunning. I've just put a tiny little.
I really like that.
Gorgeous. And that's it. Mature skin makeup. So it looks completely natural on you. Do you feel like you're wearing like lots of makeup, or you look different?
No, not at all. But I do feel completely different to when we started, and I had no makeup on whatsoever.
Yeah, it's such, it's
I mean,
such
I would add mascara. I can't go without mascara. I love my
yeah,
mascara. So obviously we've got that one as well anyway. And that's
so
actually
you
the only
finish.
addition I would need to make to that for any daytime look.
Yeah. And it takes you from day to night. It's your base. And then if you really want to glam it up, you can
Add
put
it.
some dark defining.
Yeah.
You might use a stronger color, on the lips. But the basics have been done, like your everyday morning routine. And then, as you say, finish off with a bit of mascara or, lip gloss, and you're good to go. I mean, we have been talking for quite a while, but it does take generally about a minute.
Yeah, I can imagine that.
It really is, because you can work so quickly, and it doesn't have to be, even with the brow pencil, you're just doing very light feathery strokes. You're just following the natural brow line. It's really easy. The lip line, once again, it's, if you can write your name, you can, create some shape around your lips. But the idea is that it's quick, it's easy, and I think it's about putting your best face forward, isn't it? Being the best version of yourself. And as we age, we just, maybe we need a little bit of help, or, and makeup, I just think, is an amazing medium to do it.
Yes, I mean, I've got no qualms at all with having a little help with this, that, and the other. And everybody's individual. What some people want help with is different to what other people want. So yeah, I mean, this does feel really natural. It feels quite luminous. I can see I mean, obviously it's quite hot at the moment, but it doesn't feel as though it's melting either.
No, and actually, I mean, I think in this weather, because it really is hot, and also I have a lot of women who are going through menopause and are flushing, so they they say, what would you do? I would probably, at the very end, if I was really worried about flushing, is I would put a very light dusting of a loose powder. And the best, Laura Mercier does the best loose powder. Because what you don't want to do is create this lovely sort of dewiness and this like radiant, luminous, dewy, beautiful skin. Put loads of powder and it just masses out dead again. So the Laura Mercier one is, even though it's a powder, it's very invisible. Saying that though, I've got an amazing powder coming out in the autumn, but that's a different story, because I get so many women talking about powder and I don't do a powder. So I was like, you know what, actually,
that inspires you then to sort of like fill in some of the holes that.
But until then, you have to buy the Laura Mercier one.
That's all right. I don't mind.
Yeah, but it looks absolutely stunning.
And that's without mascara. So yes, I'm going to put it on tomorrow morning, and I shall time myself and let you know.
Yeah, just do it really quickly, and remember some of the little tricks of the trade with the natural skin highlight on the brow pencil.
Yes.
Brow bone, and then, as I said, inner corner, couple of white, just brightens and it lifts. Lip liner, the Cupid's bow, and then I think with this, the Glow Collection blush.
That's lovely. That is really nice.
Apple the cheeks onto the cheekbones, as you did, in a sort of C. So it's a nice, soft, follow the contours, but remember to do forehead, nose. And I sometimes like to just bring it down my neck. And then it just blends, and buff, blend, because you don't want any hard edges. Just beautiful, soft, glowing, healthy skin. And then add a little bit of structure, brows and lips, and you're good to go.
Brilliant. Yes, lovely. Really nice products.
So I'm wondering, because we've got a few minutes left, if anybody's got any questions, any makeup questions or beauty questions, they're very welcome to ask. And, we're on social media. So, if there's any questions anybody thinks about, they can just ask them. And I'm always on my social anyway, so half the time I'm responding. And even though I've got a team of people, I'm like, but I like people. I like being on social and talking to people and chatting.
Yeah, very hands-on. I want to talk to these people.
Yeah, but I think it's sort of, I'm so passionate about the power of makeup. You know, they say that, don't they? The power of makeup to transform. But for me, it really is the confidence that you wear on your face, and it just gives you that boost.
Absolutely, yeah.
And even in lockdown, you know, I wore makeup every single day, regardless of whether I saw anybody or not, because it just, and I always say this, you know, when you wake up in the morning and you're absolutely exhausted, right? You look in the mirror and guess what? You look as exhausted as you feel. The good news is you don't need to look it anymore. And there is a relationship on how you look on the outside and how you feel. So if you look good on the outside, you feel good on the inside. And it really makes, and I always tell this story that, you know, when you get ready to go out and you've done your hair and you've got an outfit on, you might have bought a new outfit, you've got your makeup, you know, when you look in the mirror and you feel $1 million, don't you? You look $1 million and you feel, and you go, oh yeah, I'm rocking this. And you feel so good. You are no different the person you were 2 hours before that.
Yeah,
that's
definitely.
Why it's so powerful. Yeah, anyway. That was it. So was that quick? Did you find that quite easy to do?
Yeah,
I mean, tomorrow.
We've just got a brush, we've got that. I mean, there's another project there that I'll have a look at. But the lips, and yeah, I'm just definitely good to answer the door to the postman without worrying.
Oh, I've just got Michelle saying, didn't wear makeup for a year after always wearing, just started again using your products. That makes me happy. Actually, that bottle that you held up,
yes,
the white one, that is the primer. That is the primer.
That's when we skipped, but with a full,
Because,
well, I'll use that one tomorrow as well.
Yeah, use that tomorrow. It is good to use a primer, but what I really wanted to do today is, because women say, you know, classic is, well, I just wear mascara. And the thing is, it's knowing which products to use and which products to skip. So yeah, mascara is fantastic. I love mascara because it opens up the eye, doesn't it? It gives you those lovely luscious lashes, opens up the eye. But if you've not done step 2, which is perfect, which is a cover-up job, and you haven't covered, because as we age, we get much darker circles because our skin thins out. So as it thins out, you can see a lot of the pigmentation coming through. So the darker circles come through, its blood flow comes through. So wear mascara, but if you've got dark circles, you're not going to get the benefit of wearing mascara, or you're not going to see the mascara. No. So you're better off using a little bit of coverage, under eye brightener or concealer, than mascara. And what I wanted to do is show everybody how quick and easy it is to do your makeup, so it becomes part of your everyday routine. So as quickly as you brushed your teeth, you put some makeup on. And for me, the most important thing, which is why I'm so passionate about it, is how it makes you feel. Because I want every woman over the age of 40, 50, 60 to look and feel their very best, their most confident, and celebrate our age, not feel invisible because of our age, not feel negative about our age, not feel as relevant or vital or as not as attractive because we're not in our 20s. Because we're just as attractive and just as
sometimes more attractive.
Well, I think so. It has currency and it has value. So we need to change that sort of aging, the negative stereotypes. Middle age is not a dirty word. Don't write us off just because we're in our, you know, in our 40s and 50s.
I've achieved so much more since I've been in my 50s than ever, really.
It is changing, and I think we are much younger in our attitudes and our lifestyles than, you know, I think, like, so next month I'll be 55, and I think back to my mum at 55, And I just think we're so far apart in what we're like, if that makes sense.
Well, I retired at 56 and went and got another career.
Yeah. And actually, the fastest growing startups, entrepreneurs are 50 plus. And women. And women definitely in their 40s and 50s are doing career changes or, you know, pursuing other ambitions or dreams. And my mum would never have had the confidence to do that, or the belief in herself, or I guess the ambition, because she just wouldn't have it. She wouldn't have even thought about it. Whereas now there's no stopping us.
Now you know you can.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. So yeah, celebrate age, wear it loud and proudly, and we're not going quietly.
Definitely not.
I always say, like, you know, growing old gracefully, and I'm like, no, gonna grow old disgracefully every time.
That's actually a really good mantra for you, being called Grace anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, brilliant.
So
well, let's see how you get on tomorrow morning.
Yeah, I will let you know.
Take a photo. Do a before and after.
I will, yes. Yeah, that'd be really good. So with the primer, use the same brush, the finger end, or
well, actually that primer, because it's oh, do you know what? I've just worked out what it is. It's because I'm charging my phone and I keep pulling the cable.
It's pulling off balance.
I know. The primer, what I like to do is put a couple of pumps in your hand.
Yeah, I've just done that now, actually.
And then just warm it and just put it like that, just all over your face. So you don't need to use the brush. Yeah. And exactly as you've done it. Or what you can do, and that actually has, so what primers do is they even out the texture of the skin, and they create a really good base for when you put your makeup on. So that's got a binding agent, which means if you put makeup on top, and a lot of my products are very, very creamy and very liquid. I don't use powders because powders sit on top of the skin and they're very hard to buff it, and they can look, they can just look quite mattifying and dead on the skin. So the reason why that primer is so good is that when you put these lovely creamy liquids, it makes them longer lasting. So it makes it really hold in place. But the other thing I've done with that primer, it's got this beautiful, soft, very warm gold, not silver, it's not stroby, light reflecting pearl. And that gives you that lit from within radiance. And what's brilliant about that product, if you don't need foundation, and there's lots of women who don't, but they still need radiance, they need luminosity, right? Just take that product, put a couple of drops, pumps, in your daily moisturizer, put that all over your face, and it will give you that gorgeous radiance, that lit from that lit from within radiance. And it is brilliant, brilliant in body lotion.
So best like an illuminated moisturizer as opposed to a tinted moisturizer.
Exactly. And it's with body lotion, you can put it here, put it on your legs. It's just a wonder product, an absolute wonder product. But for today, I thought I don't want to talk about too many steps, because what I'd really like to do is inspire women to go, actually, it's not that complicated to be able to do your makeup and that quickly. And it doesn't have to be intimidating either. It's really quick and easy. If I can do it, anyone can do it. And I mean that genuinely.
I really like this on my cheeks. So I'm loving the glow there. Sort of rather than the harsh lined blusher. Yeah, and the main thing about that is our powder. So what happens is when you put powder on top of an emulsion, so like foundation's an emulsion or a creme, it sticks. Like the powder sticks to the foundation, and then you can't move it. You can't move it, and you get that sort of powdery it's a horrible look. And I just thought, I'm gonna move to
liquids, and the only thing with liquids, I will say, and I'll be completely upfront about it, liquid is not as long lasting as powder because it's not sticking. But for me, it's a very, very small trade-off. So I would rather at the middle of the day just really quickly
add a bit more,
add on like that. Look how quick it is. Add on a tiny little bit more blush. I'd rather do that than have this horrible flat sort of almost dirty blush. And then you
I mean that's so easy to carry as well, isn't it? I mean, it weighs nothing, so
yeah. And you put it, you know, hairline, beautiful, beautiful through the eyelids, just brightens the whole eyelids. Yeah, so
I feel really, really glowy.
I know we need to go out. I've been
Makeup.
I've been topping up your makeup while I've been talking to you, and I'm like, oh, I want to go out and party now. I'm gonna go.
I might go and have a glass of bubbles. Go and have a glass of bubbles in the garden.
Yeah, I'm gonna go cook dinner for my 3 girls. So, but maybe they'll do the washing up. Oh, well, what a brilliant, brilliant session. I've really enjoyed it.
I have too. Just showing how easy that was, really.
Yeah, brilliant. Well, until next time, we'll do another one. Or maybe what you can do is you can ask everybody, you know, what they would like.
That's always nice. Yeah.
Because I do sometimes get asked about a smoky eye. Am I too old to have a smoky eye?
When you mentioned it earlier, I've never perfected a smoky eye. I've tried, and I've literally ended up with just really a matte block dark colour on my eyelids, which has worked. It's been all right. I've been going out somewhere. It's been dark.
It's been dark.
I would love to do the smoky eye, definitely.
Yeah, and you know what? You're never too old to have a smoky eye. It's just tricks around how you do it. And the big one is most smoky eyes are dark greys, you know, like pewters and blacks, and you want to move away from those dark shades. You want to go more for browns, soft nudes, chocolate browns, give you that depth, that definition, but they don't close the eye because you still want it to be quite bright. So we'll definitely do that. Definitely do that. Brilliant.
Nice.
Okay, so until next time.
Yeah.
Have a lovely evening, everybody. You too. And I'll speak to you soon.
Yes. All right.
And I can't wait to see the pictures tomorrow.
I know. Get them done.
Speak to you soon.
Thank you.
Lots of love.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.
I don't know how to save it.